What's going on YouTube? My name is ginj-tcg or Chris, and today I'm back with another rogue deck that I have been meaning to play for actually weeks now, and it is Greninja EX. With the two epic attacks, Shinobi Blade and Mirage Broads, you can swing for 170 and then search for any card in your deck and put it into your hand, which is amazing for setup potential. And then Mirage Barrage is very similar to Rapid Strike Urshifu's attack, where you can discard 2 energies and do 120 Pokemon, 120 damage to 2 Pokemon that your opponent has in play. So, it's very similar to Rapid Strike Urshifu, just with more setup potential. And I made this list on stream last Sunday with a bunch of people, and it was a ton of fun to play for the few games I ran it. So I paired it with Palkia V-Star, because I figured if I could use Subspace Swell to kind of power up Mirage Barrage maybe, so I could swing for 120 instead of 100 with the DT, that could be huge, as well as power up Radiant Greninja for the early game. And the reason I like this build a lot, actually, was because just in general, Gardevoir has always been a miserable matchup for Greninja just because of weakness. But now, if you're playing against Gardevoir with this deck, you could just fall back onto using Palkia and Radiant Greninja and try to use those Pokemon more to carry you through matchups like that, or lower HP decks, maybe Lost Box deck, you could use Greninja early game to take out a couple Comfies, and then swing with Greninja and Shinobi Blade for pretty much the entire mid through late game. Even Palkia is a great attacker against decks like Raging Bull, because for 2 energy, you can usually one-shot Pokemon like that since they have so many energy, or so many Pokemon in play. Or, if you fall back on Palkia and you don't take a KO, against Regidrago V-Star, you'll be swinging 260 with 2 full benches. You set up plays later down the line for Mirage Barrage Greninja to take 4 prizes in a turn, potentially. So, just overall, I love this synergy between Palkia Greninja and then Greninja EX. I think they're very solid, and we are playing 3 copies of DTE just because that manual attach with the DTE to use that bench attack is just so insane, and I don't want to sleep on that. So we've got a somewhat disruptive, somewhat chaotic build of this deck, but overall I like it a lot. I mean, we're pairing it with Pidgeot for our search engine, and then Greninja is our only draw. Since we have Star Portal, I'm not upset about getting rid of, 2-3 energies over the course of the first couple turns and then falling back on that Star Portal. And we have Fezandipiti for the mid-late game once we start getting KO'd. And then Iron Bundle, I feel is a staple in a deck like this. I mean, we're trying to just be very precise on where we're swinging into. We're playing I guess a higher amount of Gust. We got 2 Boss, 1 Prime Catcher, and then Iron Bundle. So I kind of like the idea of trying to pull what I want to the active, even if it's just support Pokemon, and trying to slow our opponent down that way. We're also playing Canceling Cologne to just kind of deal with Manaphy's. Although there's not many decks that are running Manaphy right now. Maybe if it's a Mimikyu Manaphy, you could just Prime Catcher, Canceling Cologne, swing into it, or just snipe 2 bench Pokemon if it's Manaphy after bringing it up. I think overall, against Gardevoir, this is a huge play. So I like it a lot. The rest of the list I feel is very straightforward. We got 3 Iono, 4 Irida for general consistency supporter cards. I am opting to play 1 Handheld Fan. We're not one-shotting a bunch of Pokemon, and with the prevalence of Regidrago V-Star in the format, I feel Handheld Fan is an amazing disruption card because their fire energy will be spread very thin. So if you can move those onto Ogre Ponds or put 2 fire energies onto Regidrago V-Star, they'll have a hard time getting out of that, especially if they've already used Legacy Star and a few energy switches. So, just a general, just generally a nice play. I'm also running TM Devolution for those big Stage 2 decks. So if we're up against Dragapult or Charizard, we can just do enough damage to all of their Charizards and Dragapults and Pidgeots in play. We could just swing with TM Devolution and just kind of try to board wipe or take out all of their attackers and force them to set up an extra turn. So, the list is a little chaotic, a little all over the place. I haven't seen many Greninja lists that rely on Palkia like this, and I know, there's a few times I rely on Palkia a lot, but I feel the synergy between Palkia and Greninja is just amazing. So after playing this game on stream and even taking down I think it was 1 or 2 Raging Pulse pretty easily, I kind of fell in love with the list and in love with just the different attackers. It's a nice change to a lot of the attackers we have in the format right now, because this is more of I feel a technically attacking deck and not just a massive, I'm just gonna torch whatever's in the active spot. So it was fun to run. Oh my gosh, what am I even saying? The deck list will be in the description down below. So if you want to copy it yourself and give it a play, definitely do it. This deck was a blast, and I mean, let's get into it. Let's get into these 3 games and see if we can get a positive record with Greninja EX. Welcome to match number 1. Our opponent's a mulligan, and I have no idea what they're playing. Where is it? Right here. They got Turo, Iono, Arven, Force Sun. I mean, probably Charizard off the Fire Sleeves, but I mean, so many decks play all of those cards. There's no real way to tell right now. But I'm hoping the Fire Sleeves will tell us something, which I guess, like, Charizard is a harder matchup because we two-shot them. And there's Duskull, so it might be Charizard. We two-shot them consistently, but it's still pretty hard all around. Actually, and we have a banger of a hand. Oh, man. Actually, our hand is insane. So let's take these guys. What do we got? We got Fezandipiti. We got our Greninjas. We got Raiding Greninja as well. All right. Hey, you know what? I'll take that right now. And then what do we want to do? We probably want to. So next turn, I'm thinking I go Irida for Rare Candy and Greninja. Oh my gosh, I'm blanking on Raiding Greninja. So I'm actually just going to pass. I'm just going to put these Pokemon down. I'm pretty confident in them. I'm feeling good. And I'll pass after that. Because then if I Irida for Rare Candy, I could get Pidgey. And I could use Pidgeot to get me maybe an Earthen Vessel. Just get a bunch of energy into play now. I'm probably going to have to Star Portal next turn. Unless I get... No, actually, yeah, no matter what, I'll have to Star Portal next turn. Because against Charizard, we just have to swing fast and swing hard. And that's just our best line. That being said, though, I do have the manual evolution into Frogadier, which I think I like a lot, because it saves us from Duskull. And if they want to use Dusclops now, or Dusknoir now, and just give us a free prize, but also KO our Frogadier, that's okay. Like, I'm fine with that. It'll fix our math, because we're taking a single prize KO on whatever's in the active this turn regardless. So, not super upset over that. But it's going to stop us from going for any sort of rating, like early game rating Greninja play this turn. We would need like the most ridiculous top deck for that. And yeah, they just passed right there. So we're going to take out their only Duskull, which means Frogadier will be nice sitting in its middle evolution. We actually do have 2 water energy in hand, which is pretty sweet as well. But let's not change the plan at all. Let's go Greninja, let's go Rare Candy, and let's just get our board as established as we can right now. And it would have been insane if I could get Raiding Greninja off this turn. If I don't know actually how I would have. Is there a way I can? Potentially. I'll conceal the cards first. There's actually a way maybe I could get Greninja if I get Vessel and... Ooh, I was going to say Vessel and Prime Catcher, but not likely. So, yeah, I mean, not likely. It literally didn't happen. So, let's just quick search here. And what do I want? I'm between getting like a Buddy Buddy Poffin for more Froakies or Vessel and just making Star Portal more worthwhile. I think I'm just going to go Vessel because it's going to take them a while to deal with Palkia and Greninja. So, yeah, let's just Vessel. Let's just get a whole bunch of energy to play now. And maybe we could use Mirage Barrage to get Vivo at some point. That could be a pretty cool way to clean up the game. So for now, let's just take another 2 energy. Star Portaling for 2 is not the end of the world. I'll take it. I can attach 1 to active. I can use Star Portal. I can attach second to use Subspace Well, and then I can just put 1 energy on Greninja. Now that Greninja is fully set up as far as I'm concerned to attack, and we have it in hand, so, you know, we're in a good spot. I think we're in as good a spot as we could be against Charizard, to be fair. Is it perfect? No, but she'll do fine. And we get another Palkia, which, honestly, I don't think we need another Palkia. I actually don't think I'll bench that at all. I think next turn, depending on what they do, I might Iono, I might Irida. Like, use Quick Search for Irida. It's kind of nice having Pidgey. I don't play many decks that use Pidgeot. So having Pidgeot here is kind of nice because it just takes the pressure off. It's like, okay, I don't have the perfect supporter. Let me just go get it. You know, and I like it a lot. I can see why it's used in pretty much any Stage 2 deck that exists. It works. It's good. And it really makes it more... Like, I just feel more comfortable playing because I'm like, if my hand's trash, I've got any 1 card I need is good enough. It's a baby Starbirth every turn, man. Now just take my Ionas and Iridas all day. At least I'm playing the game. Maybe I'm not doing amazing, but I'm playing the game. And that's good enough for me. So they got Rare Candy, Forest Seal Stone. They don't have Rotom or anyone like that, Luminian down yet. So that Forest Seal Stone is useless. But they have Rare Candy Pidgeot. So, and here's the Ultra Ball for possibly a V Pokemon. I feel like a basic V Pokemon like Luminion would make sense right here because they have Forest Seal Stone in hand. Charizard. Okay, so they're probably just going to use Quick Search for Rare Candy, right? And then they'll just go Rare Candy, Charizard EX, and swing once into us, which I'm cool with because it's just going to be a 2-shot war from here on out. Maybe they'll be able to get a massive 1-shot in the late game. But if they bench any basic V Pokemon for that Forest Seal Stone, so could our Greninja. So I'm not super worried about that either. But Iono is definitely not the play with 2 cards in their hand. I'll wait for them to build up their hand before I go for a big Iono. And they have Pidgeot as well, so it's the same thing I'm talking about. Like, both of us have that comfort of falling back on any 1 card we need, which is just very, very nice. So they're gonna get their energy into play. And they've lost 1 energy. So they still got a bunch to use. Yeah. Alright, they're alright. They're in a fine spot. And we just need to set up our board enough that if they go for like a boss KO on Pidgeot, if and when this game gets to that point, like, we'll be okay. So, there's the energy, there's the Burning Darkness, swinging 210. Really doesn't matter how much if it's not one-shotting us, as long as they're swinging for 2-hit KOs, and they definitely will be. So we'll have the manual evolution there, and I think with this hand, what would I want to do? I need to be a little hesitant on my Greninjas, because now our energy is fine, and we've used Star Portal. I mean, we do have a Rod, but I can handle one more and just get 2 more energy. Honestly, I'm actually pretty cool with that. I'm going to Quick Search. I'm going to take Irida, and we are going to use that as our supporter for the turn. Yeah, I like that. Actually, if they don't evolve that Charmander next turn, I think I have an insane play lined up. How many Pokemon do we have? Or damage, 160. So, Irida, I need a water Pokemon. So, first, I need Buddy Buddy Poffin. Second, gimme Bundle. Because we got 2 spots left. I'll just fill up our bench. Gimme Bundle for now. And that's cool. I'll take that. And then, honestly, if I could swing 120 with, like, Mirage Barrage, that would be insane. So I'm going to put the energy here because, wait, we were swinging for... How much am I swinging for? 200. Actually, no, that still wouldn't be enough, would it? Man. Unless they bench a Pokemon. No, but they would have to do it, like, right now. So I'm thinking next turn, I could have gone for, like, a Mirage Barrage with all manual attachments. Like, water energies. And then taken out... I could have used Prime Catcher, clean up this guy, take out this guy if it's unevolved. But... it's not going to work. If they had one more Pokemon, it would work. But swinging 120 will leave them with 10 HP left. So I'm just going to start slowly setting up another Froakie. And I'll call it a day with that. And then we can swing Subspace Well, and we'll make this work. Honestly, though, if they do evolve another Charmander, I could go Prime Catcher, swing into both their Charizards, if they only have 2 in play, and then just use TM Evolution the following turn. And that could devastate them really bad as well. So I think we're in a decent spot. We're on an odd prize, hurts us a little bit. You want to take 2-4-6 against Charizard. It makes it so much easier. But I like where we're sitting. It's good enough. And yeah, so here's kind of where I feel like we're in the trickiest spot. I'm not 100% sure I know what to do here. So, I could promote Greninja. I could just swing with Mirage Barrage. Take out this guy and take a prize, go on even prize cards, leave Charizard as their only active Pokemon. That actually isn't the worst shout, because we have the double turbo energy. And they're not one-shotting this guy. There's no shot. But I think I like that play the most. So let's do that. Let's manual attach this here. And we're swinging 100, so we can take out this Charmeleon. Yeah, let's prevent all effects of attack, so it's like Sableye and stuff like that. Just making sure. And then with our current hand, I think I like Iono here. I could bench Iron Bundle just to bench it. And then, I don't hate Iono. We draw 5. We lose our candy, but I think I'm cool with it. I think I'm just going to Iono. Put them at 1 less card in their hand. Because they took a couple prizes that turn. And they did use Pidgeot. So, actually, this is insane. Oh, Fezandipiti would have been sweet, too. Fezandipiti actually would have been really, really nice. I actually could use it. I could just bench it. But that's just an easy 2-prize KO that I don't necessarily need right now. So, I don't see the benefit in using it. And let's just quick search for what, though? Because now I'm in such a good spot. It's like, what do I even want? Oh, you know what I want? I know. That. I want Handheld Fanned. If I could start moving energy around on their only active Charizard when they swing into me, that'll feel really good. So, this I like. And then we can Mirage Barrage here. I'm not KO. Like, I could KO this. Take 2 prizes. Sure. Doesn't really matter too much. I could also just KO this Charmeleon. So, I like that the most. And then it doesn't matter where I put this energy, I don't think. Because 100 plus 170 will leave it at 270. So, that actually will be 10-day mature. Yeah, no matter what, a Pokemon would be 10-day mature with a future attack. So, I'm just going to do this. We're going to discard the double turbo energy. And, yeah, we're 30 short here. It's same thing. Because of double turbo. Not 10. Because I was thinking still the manual water attachments. Which is cool. That's totally fine. But now they only have 1 Charizard EX in play. And if they bench, like, 2 Charmanders down this turn... Good night. I'll take it. However, I take 2 prizes from here on out is cool. Because they're still not one-shotting any of our Pokemon, I believe. They got 240. Yeah, even if they get a Vitality Band, they're doing 270. So they can't even one-shot Pidgeot EX yet. But that's kind of why I didn't use Iron Bundle to draw 3 with Fezandipiti. I didn't want to open up the route for a boss KO on Fezandipiti. Because that's an easy 2 prizes I don't want to give up this turn. I want this turn to be just kind of a waste for my opponent. Here's the Arven. Please go Buddy Buddy Poff and 2 Charmanders. Oh my gosh. I'd have a field day with that. That'd be awesome. And if they did that, I would move an energy to a Charmander just to swing and KO. So I love this. Now this is where we're in a fun spot. This is where the game gets really fun. And this is what I meant, where it's like Greninja EX is just such a different attacker. It's like you really pick and choose who are you swinging into, how much you want to do. You got to be careful with the maths. You got to be very good at like planning out the game, thinking of different outcomes, thinking of like, you know, the different ways overall that the game can take you. And they get Max Spell. Oh, no shot. Wait a second. Do you take the KO with Max Belt? On Pidgeot, right? Because you're doing 240, plus Max Belt would be 290. Yeah, Pidgeot could get cooked here. But they get 2 Charmanders down, so it's like, alright, word. I guess that could work. I'm surprised they play Max Belt, actually. I haven't seen that A-Spec and Charizard in a minute. Is that what it's switching to? I thought people were running Unfair Stamp with Charizard Dusknoir. I didn't know we switched back to Max Belt. I like it. I mean, hey, there's definitely a reason for it. And a good reason for it, I'm sure. I mean, it could deal with Dragapult, it's nicer. It just doesn't help against Drago, because Max Belt only does 50 more to EXs. And Drago's, I feel like, taking tournaments and stuff like that by storm. So I'm actually, that's why I'm, like, the most shocked. It wasn't, like, it's back in this person's deck, but I'm sure they got a good reason. 50 more damage to an EX Pokemon is always nice as well. So, oh, they get Manaphy. Oh, man. Actually, because I need Prime Catcher canceling Cologne. What's my hand looking like? Not perfect. If I had Prime Catcher canceling Cologne, we'd be chilling. But I don't have a way to guarantee that because I don't have. Okay, we'll put the energy on Manaphy because it's useless there. And that's fine by me. Get Artisan. That doesn't really help us. I could go for Fezandipiti. That could be huge. Because at this point, now they can just swing for 1 shot on this guy and take 2 prizes. So I think at this point, I actually don't care. So I'll use Hyper Blower. I'll see who they promote. And I really want to see if I can get Prime Catcher canceling Cologne this turn. That would be insane. And depending on what this Fezandipiti gives me, it could work very well. So they give me Charmander. That's fine. I'm going to bench Fezandipiti. Oh, actually, they didn't even take a KO last turn. So that was a waste. Oh, that was dumb. I forgot it's not a draw 3 if they attacked. It's a draw 3 if they did something. Oh, boy. Oh, I'm regretting that one. I am regretting that one. Ooh, that one hurt. That one hurt so bad. Oh, I was such an idiot. Alright. I mean, I could just take Boss's Orders and Rock. I could take... Actually, you know what? We could do that, because then I could KO they're active. And we made space for Fezandipiti for next to no reason, but that's okay. Small misplays are not going to break our bank this time around, so we'll make it work. And then we can just hold the hand. I definitely misplayed that a bit, but it's alright. It's okay. So let's boss up this guy. I still think we have a decent route to close out this game. So, with our Shinobi Blade, swing for KO, I am going to take... I don't necessarily want... I'm actually going to take Irida, I think. Right? Because I don't really... In case they Iono or something, I don't want to take... Actually, oh, canceling Cologne and Prime Catcher, excuse me, are in there. So maybe I'll just take one of them. Maybe I go canceling Cologne. Right? Because we could still win next turn. Unless they evolve both Charmanders. That's the only way we don't win next turn. But that's a lot to do. So, you know what? Let's take canceling Cologne. That's cool. This honestly was kind of hard. Is like, what do I take with Shinobi Blade? Because they could Iono it away. Like, it makes it for very difficult plays. And now we're up 2 prize cards, which is big. So, next turn, here's how I'm thinking we could win next turn. If they only evolve 1 Charizard, and how many rare candies have they played? 2 or 3? 2. So they need both rare candies left to evolve both these guys. If they don't do it, I can Pidgeot for Prime Catcher. I can bring up Manaphy, play Canceling Clone, KO Manaphy, KO Charmander. Kind of what I'm thinking, with the double turbo energy I have in hand. And that would wrap it up. Very sick game number 1. That would be an awesome way to do it. Because I feel like this game, even with a couple misplays, like that Iron Bundle might have been a misplay. I didn't really process that. And there's Luminian. I don't think I ever got rid of their hand, so I'm pretty sure they can just easily Force Heal Stone. Actually, they get Arven, so if they don't Iono here, oh my gosh. And I know they play, what A-Spec was it? The Max Belt. So it's not Unfair Stamp. They could take out Pidgeot this turn. That could hurt a little bit, to be honest. That actually could hurt a decent bit, but I still like our odds, because then we could just Radiant Greninja and Fezandipiti, because I have an extra water energy in hand that I really don't need. I just need the double turbo energy. So there's one rare candy for Charizard EX. What did they take with that Urban? I need to pay close attention here to what they're doing. Just rare candy. Yeah, so there's the one Charizard. Do they have enough energy to keep going? They got, wow, plenty. Yeah, they got one in discard, one on Manaphy, and they'll have two on the active, one on the bench Charmander. So this game is going to come down to the wire. They put 3-0 because of handheld fan. Makes sense. However, that Manaphy is going to get its second fire energy this turn. Just because. I could put it on Luminion too. That could be pretty funny. Give all their water Pokemon their fire energy. That could be a solid route for sure. I don't even hate putting it on Pidgeot because it, like, just to open up people's plays in case they haven't. Sometimes using handheld Fanaping and energy on Pidgeot is kind of nice because they can't retreat it into discard. Luminion does. So I think I'm actually going to do that. Because a lot of times... Oh, I got to get rid of one. Okay. I can get rid of Froakie. That's cool. We don't really need another Froakie. I'm going to try to close out the game next turn. So a lot of times, like with Charizard, yeah, they bring Darkness. Oh, okay, we have the line. And I'll do it. They want, like, when you use handheld fan, put it on Manaphy, they'll retreat it into discard, rot it back. If you put it on Pidgeot, they're only swinging 120, and they can't retreat it away. So it's kind of a nice route. I'm gonna promote Pidgeot because it's got a free retreat just in case everything fails, everything goes wrong. And I'm gonna do some serious thinning before I do all this. So let's play Artisan. Let's use Artisan. Let's thin one Pokemon out of the deck. I don't even care who. Give me another Pidgey or Froakie. Just, I don't think it matters, but just cause. So then I'll Ultra Ball away. Ultra Ball Team Devolution. I'll keep the Iono just in case. I don't know if we'll need it, but I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. So let's take Palkia just because we can thin that out of the deck as well. And again, it doesn't matter. I'm trying to close out the game this turn, so I'm going to bench Palkia. I'm now going to... Doesn't matter if we Fezandipiti first or Greninja first, so I'll just Fezandipiti first, see if I can just save our energy maybe. And there it is. There it is. Alright, so we're going to Prime Catcher up Manaphy. We are going to promote our Greninja. We don't even have to use Iridar or anything else. We're going to use Canceling Cologne. We don't even have to Quick Search, actually. That's insane. We're just going to attach a Double Turbo Energy there. We are going to swing Mirage Barrage onto Manaphy and give me that Charmander. All day. Charmanders are not hanging in this house. Charmanders are gone. So there's going to be the Double Turbo Energy gone. And there's going to be an easy 2 prize cards to close out the game against Charizard EX, which I feel like people think is a difficult matchup because it's got so much HP, but we had a field day with it. So that's an awesome match number 1. Let's get into match number 2 and see if we can guarantee the positive record with Greninja EX. Welcome to match number 2, where we are up against what seems to be Iron Thorns EX with that hand. All of those cards give Iron Thorns. That matchup, ooh, that could be fun. It's hard. Because, like, okay, yes, Greninja one-shots everything. If we get one Greninja in play, I think we sweep. But the issue is getting one Greninja EX in play without a single other Pokemon in our deck, because nothing else works. So, alright, let's take double Froakie here. And honestly, okay, going first might actually help us a bit. I could hold the hand. They're not attacking this turn, so that'll buy us a little bit of time before I need to Iona. So I think next turn, all I do, evolve into Frogadier, and maybe just pass. I don't think there's anything else I really need to do, depending on what our opponent does. You know what I mean? Because it's like, I could Iono and force a rare candy Greninja, but what would that do? Because I can't get this out of the active until they KO it anyways, and they judge. Actually, so never mind. All of the things I was worried about and planning don't matter. We're just going to judge into a new 4, and oh my god, that's insane. That's actually gross. Alright, so with this hand, now we're cooking in. None of our Pokemon are going to be working, so let's evolve this guy into Frogadier. Let's Irida. Doesn't really matter who I take. I guess I could take Iron Bundle because it's the only Pokemon that works, and maybe Ultra Ball. You know, and just hold the Ultra Ball. Just hold the whole hand. I could put the energy on this guy, but then if they boss KO it, I'm going to be upset about losing this energy. So I'm actually just going to hold the entire hand. And I'm actually rooting for our opponents to take the KO on Palkia. I kind of need them to. Because next turn, all we have to do, Ultra Ball, away Pidgey, Fezandipiti, take Greninja EX, start swinging with Shinobi Blade, KO every single turn, and search for a card every single turn. Like, that's all we're going to need to do. It's perfect. It's a great plan. And they're a judge down. They got 5 cards in hand. Do they have another hand disruption card? They don't. They Volt Cyclone. Okay. And we got game real quick in match number 2. That one, a bit of a fast-paced one. That one lasted no time at all. But Iron Thorn's getting pretty popular, so if you're sick of Iron Thorns, actually, I'll just get rid of the whole Pidgey line. I'll put them to bed together. If you're sick of Iron Thorns, though, and you want something to beat it, maybe this is the way to go. Maybe this is, like, the best anti-Iron Thorns deck in existence. Because, boom, 340. Like, what would they do against that, even if they had benched Pokemon? They're maybe 3-shotting it, you know? Like, handheld fan, okay, I just search for an energy. I take Irida. It doesn't matter. I got Vessel. I got whatever I need next turn. So yeah, that one definitely hurt. Hurt our opponent. I'm feeling great. We got the guaranteed positive record. We're 2-0. We're jumping into match number 3. We're gonna see if we can get a perfect record with long overdue Greninja EX. Welcome to match number 3. I took 2 mulligans and I opened up with a hand. This is one of the hands ever. Oh my gosh. I don't even want to give them Artisan because I know they're playing Charizard, but I don't seem to have a choice. Yeah. Yeah, this don't feel too good at all. I guess next turn I could Ultra Ball. I really didn't want to. I could have used Ultra Ball, got rid of 2 Ultra Balls, and taken Greninja to get rid of Double Turbo Energy, draw 2 cards. I didn't see the benefit in that. I'm going to lose pretty much all my Ultra Balls. I am going to lose my only energy in hand. I'll wait to top deck something this turn. And if I could even just keep 1 Ultra Ball in hand, that would help me significantly. And yes, I know I gave my opponent Artisan. I don't really care. I need to play the game much more than they do with 2 mulligans and a massive hand. Like, yeah, they had everything they wanted to set up anyways. That Artisan did not change too much. And I'm pretty sure, like, all our Pokemon can live by Dusclops. If they get Dusknoir in play, hopefully we're fully evolved by then. If not, I'll cope and figure it out later. So, they'll instant charge. At least they open with Radiant Greninja, if nothing else. Or Greninja, Radiant Charizard, because they need the full, big, massive retreat. And we get a Nest Ball. Alright, I'm going to do it. We're going to have to Greninja away to DTE. I'm going to get down another... I don't want to get a second Pidgey in play until this first one's gone, because if we have 2 Pidgeots in play, I'm really going to be hurting. So I'll just take another Froakie. And then I can Ultra Ball for a Greninja or Palkia. I think I'm actually just going to conceal the cards first and see if I can draw into something that'll make this Ultra Ball decision a little easier. Actually, we don't. We don't draw into really anything that helps. So, oh my god, wow, this is awful. This is so bad. Actually, I think I just hold the hand. We can attach Handheld Fan. Actually, no, I want to do it on a Pokemon that could live a shot. I want to do it on Greninja EX, because our opponent has a 2-shot Greninja EX, so I can move 2 energy. So we'll get more value out of Fan that way. So I think I just pass. I can't Ultra Ball these things away. I kind of want to rely on DTE to go for a big Mirage Barrage. I don't want to lose 2 of them. I can't lose all my Ultra Balls. Handheld Fan against Charizard, which plays the lowest amount of energy out of pretty much any deck I could go up at. Like, I put Fan in here to deal with Charizard. I can't lose Fan. And Fezandipiti, come on, that's the only way I can keep playing the game next turn. You know, it just... This one hurts. This one definitely hurts the most. We'll see what our opponent Artisan's for. Nothing. They just used to fail it. So that's interesting. I thought at the very least they would have wanted another Charmander. They got Rare Candy Pidgey. So I'm sure next turn, you know, with what's left in their hand, they could pull off a Rare Candy Charizard, especially with Quick Search. And I'm curious to see, I feel like a good play could be Arven, because they could get Rare Candy, they could get Forest Seal Stone. It would just, I think, help them set up the board state immediately, even if they don't have to use Forest Seal Stone. At least they could threaten it. But no, they might have just gone Rare Candy Charizard, because it was the next card they played. And I feel like most people, when they play Pidgeot, they use the card they took, like, immediately after. So here's the Infernal Rain ability. They'll get the 1 energy on Radiant Charizard, so they can retreat. They'll probably put the other 2 energy... Oh. Wait a second. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. 3 energy on... Wait a second. What? They could have just put 1 on Radiant Charizard, retreated into the Charizard EX. But no. They said we're using Radiant Charizard right now. There's nothing you can do about it. That's insane. Okay, you know what? If I could get Rare Candy Greninja, KO their Radiant Charizard, and put all of those energy in discard with Handheld Fan on the active, we actually might be able to make a bit of a comeback here. That could work, because they would need Rod, another Charizard, like, they would need a lot of things, and they take another Duskull, which means they only have one Charizard EX in play. This is definitely not how I thought this match would go, but I think this opens us up for the best play possible, and they're just going to Combustion Blast. So I don't think we play Vacuum, sadly, so that Force Seal Stone is just going to be hanging out there for the longest time. There's not much I can do about it, so let's promote Froakie. I still need a few things to clutch up. That Water Energy was legitimately one of them. I am going to Artisan. I want to thin this deck as much as possible. I'll take another Froakie. Why not? And I think here, actually, I guess I could have saved that spot for Palkia, but whatever. We'll get Palkia later. For now, I really just don't want to Ultra Ball in case I need, like, if I get Rare Candy, I might need Pidgeot. So I don't want to use my Ultra Balls yet. I think I'm just going to Fezandipiti first. If I need to Greninja, I can. Rare Candy. Okay, so we're still short a lot. Let me Greninja. Actually, we got another energy. We might be able to pull this off. We actually might be able to pull off an insane turn here, which I'm very excited for. That will do. So I'm going to Ultra Ball away, Buddy Poffin, and Energy. And then I can Ultra Ball away, Ultra Ball. Double Turbo Energy is going to have to go. I can't get rid of Prime Catcher. I need to keep Prime Catcher, but I also want to get Pidgeot in play. So let's do this. Let's get Pidgeot in play, because then I need Rare Candy Greninja. I've got Ultra Ball for Greninja, so then I can Pidgeot search for Rare Candy. Okay, I think I got it. This, I think, is the most, like, aggressive line in terms of I'm just getting rid of so many resources to make this work, but I don't think I have a choice. I don't really have optimal things to discard, so I'm doing what I can, and that's good enough for me. We're back in this match, though. We are back in this match, and a mid-game Palkia would go crazy, so I don't want Greninja. I really almost took Greninja. I would have cried. We got the Rare Candy, so let's go Rare Candy. Let's get Greninja into play. And let's manual attach the Water Energy here. Attach the Fan for next turn. And how many energy? We got 2 water in discard. That's good. If I get 1 more Water Energy in discard, Palkia V-Star mid-game is going to go insane for maybe a big KO on Rotom or something like that. I guess we could do it with Greninja, to be fair. Maybe we just don't even Palkia this game. I don't know. Do I want to search for a card? Absolutely. Absolutely. We really like Iono here. Maybe Boss's Orders, but I could quick search it. I think I'm just going to take Iono just for general hand disruption setup purposes, because I need just a new hand, and Iono's the best card for that. So I like this. Actually, I could have taken Double Turbo Energy, gone for Mirage Barrage. That could be sweet as well. We're even on prizes. Our opponent definitely has the upper hand, for sure. But I really like where we're sitting right now. They can actually go for a big boss KO on Fezandipiti. That would hurt a lot. And I think if they did that, I'd have to follow up with a 2-prize turn, which actually is legitimately possible. If I can search for the 3rd Double Turbo Energy, I don't even know if it's in the deck, but if I could go Double Turbo Energy, I can take out Charmander and Duskull. Oh my gosh, that would feel good in the unfair stamp. So whatever I searched for, which was Iono, is gone, and that's okay. That's okay, because I get Greninja EX, which is solid as well, because that's just a Rare Candy away from putting in the work, and they go Magma Basin, so naturally they'd have a way to cycle their Fire Energy, but they can't do it onto Charizard EX because it's a Dark type, and Magma Basin only goes onto Fire type, so that's something that can help us a little bit here, and our opponent might be realizing that now, because they want to put it on Charizard or something, I don't know. Actually, they didn't click it, so technically they're not thinking about it yet. They're not seeing that option, but maybe something that's running through their mind, not sure. Yeah, they're down, what, 4 energy? They're down 3, yeah, 4 fire energies. Okay. Hey, they probably play 6. Usually you don't play DTE. Thornton, Iono? Our opponent plays the Spice, man. This is no Charizard list I have ever seen. They'll take Dusclops. Doesn't initially help them yet, because nothing can get KO'd with that 50. And they're going to use it and give me an odd prize. Actually, that saves my life for sure, because now I just need Boss KO on Pidgeot and just 2-shot of Charizard, and we got game. So that is definitely preferred for us. I'm very surprised they did that. 230. I guess they could KO it with Charizard this turn. which hurts. Honestly, it hurts a bit, because then we're just relying on Shinobi Blade. But if they do that, I got Fezandipiti still. So, that's okay. That's okay. We'll make this work. Somehow. We can try our best. And given the setup we had, you know what? Just the fact that we've got a route to win this game is better than I initially planned. So, you know what? We'll take it. We will take it. This is what I mean, where I say, like, I feel like Charizard is sometimes underwhelming, because that Duskull, like, that Dusclops, yes. Oh my god, wait, are they gonna give me another prize? Please. No, they take a fire energy, okay. Whew, I was like, no. Like, if they never used that Dusclops, I would have had to KO 3 Charizard EXs still. Now that they used it, theoretically, I only need 1 Charizard EX, so not bad. And yeah, they're gonna go boss KO on Pidgeot. Do they do enough? They do 210. 240. No, actually, I think... Oh, no, they do just enough. Yeah, they do 240 because of the prize card they gave me. So, that will KO our Pidgeot, which hurts a little bit. I don't even know if I bench another Pidgey, to be honest. I think I can just rock with Fezandipiti. I can promote Greninja. Yeah, actually, why? I don't really have any need to bench Pidgey, so I don't think I should. I definitely will evolve this guy. I like Irida. Honestly, give me Palkia. I can still go for a huge rating Greninja play this turn. That would be awesome. So let's take Palkia. Let's take some water energy. Let's see if I... Okay, got 1 double turbo energy left. Is there any other better item to take? I don't think so. I think just Vessel, just for general draw, because then that'll be our 3rd water energy and discard, which will open up the door for Palkia to swing the hardest he possibly could, and I like that the most. Plus, it gives me another extra water energy to attach to another Greninja, which I think is really all we're going to need to close out this game. So I'll throw this energy on Frogadier. I'm only going to pull off Rating Greninja if I can evolve Palkia, so if they go Boss KO on that guy, there's really nothing I can do. So I'll just Rating Greninja here, put the 3rd energy in discard, and Boss, kind of nice. Iron Bundle, kind of nice as well. Actually, I like those off Greninja. It's solid. And, oh, this hand goes insane next turn. So let's Shinobi Blade. Let's Shinobi Blade. Swing pretty hard. And I would love to search my deck. Give me that Prime Catcher. Give me that Prime Catcher. Because we've got everything we need in hand. For, actually... No, I need double turbo energy more. Actually, no. Because we could use Rating Greninja. How much energy is on this guy? It has 160 HP left, so there's nothing I can do in terms of a double turbo Mirage Barrage play. Actually, that's not true. I could take out Rotom. And then Duskull. Oh, yeah, give me this, because I got Boss in hand. Okay. Yeah, our next turn is going to be disgusting, depending on what our opponent does. All I need... Actually, I don't even know what would be the most helpful. What hurts is we have 2 Pokemon that are very easily boss KO'd that are worth 2 prizes. Fezandipiti and Palkia kind of hurt, both being on the bench here. But if they KO our Palkia, we can take 3 prizes with... Oh, okay, that changes things a bit, to be honest. Because now I can't take 3 prizes with Mirage Barrage. Now they got Manaphy. So now I have to go Greninja. Okay. If they didn't get Manaphy, my plan, attach to active, boss up Rotom, swing for 200 because of weakness, and then just ping any benched Pokemon for KO, like any of these guys. I was hoping they got another Charmander down. Our opponent did not. And they're going to go boss onto Palkia. They have to. Yeah. Okay. And now they're 1 boss's orders away from winning. They've got 1 in discard, 1 counter catcher. Yeah, they definitely have another boss. I think we're just going to lose this match off boss's orders, which is kind of a shame, but it's okay. What would even help? They haven't even used their V-Star power. That's actually insane. And Handheld Fan hasn't been able to put in work because of the obvious gust problem that we've been trying to deal with. So let's attach this here. I can't really do... What could I do? I could take 2 KOs on Charmander, Manaphy. Like, I could take 2 prizes, excuse me. I could take a KO on their active. How many rare candies are they down? 2. So it's actually... It'll cost them more if I just KO their active, I'm thinking. So I'll put the energy... I mean, we'll Fezandipiti. It doesn't hurt. We'll definitely Fezandipiti here. I don't think Mirage Barrage is going to be the way, no matter what I do. So I could just get another Greninja EX down and set it up. You know, just Irida for rare candy. And... Well, actually... Is Team Devo in the deck? Oh, it was. You know what? If I could get Devo off, that might be an insane play. Hold up, wait. Actually, you might be cooking with that because they're down 2 rare candies. So if I get Team Devo off, they would have... Actually, they'd still have 2 Charmanders, wouldn't they? Yeah, because they still got 2 in the deck. They're not down 4. Okay, no, Team Devo isn't as insane as I thought. So I'm just going to put this energy on Froakie. I'm going to Rare Candy Evolve it. And, I mean, hey, we gave this match a good shot. I think just KOing their active is our best bet at hoping we can make it through. Because I'm hoping they need a Pidgeot and Rotom, use the Force Seal Stone, to just look for Rare Candy Charizard, and then they can't Gust, is honestly the best thing I can hope for. And then for next turn, I think we just need Prime Catcher. And we have Game in Hand. Similar to the first game. If they don't take a prize this turn, any prize, which I guess all they need to do is KO Greninja, but whatever. If they don't take a KO this turn, all we have to do, Prime Catcher up Manaphy, canceling Cologne, use Mirage Barrage. So we gave it a good go. We did give it a good go. I think we were just a turn too slow in the setup. You know, the setup was not ideal as we want. Not getting down Palkia earlier, I guess, hurt a bit because it wasn't at 280. It was at 220 because it was still Palkia V, not the V-Star on the bench. I don't know. Maybe I could have not taken that extra Froakie. I could have saved that spot for Palkia. I don't know if that really would have mattered. I feel like it still would have been an easy boss KO target, and our opponents either got it or they don't this turn. You know, they've used both though. They used Force Seal Stone and Quick Search. So here's the Rare Candy. Here's Dusknoir. Oh, they just Dusknoir KO for game. I didn't think of that at all. Oh man, because Greninja has 130 HP and we're not on an odd prize. We did not get a 3 prize turn last turn because Manaphy threw stuff off. So yeah, I didn't think about that at all. So yes, they gave us a prize. Yes, they also took their last one. So hey, you know what? 1 prize card away against Charizard. A 2-1 record with the deck, also very solid. And the game was good. I mean, coming out of that bad a hand and to make it that far against Charizard, I think speaks volumes to this deck's ability to perform. So you know what? I will take that as a solid performance. That is honestly, I think it was like a pretty great 3 matches. We beat up Iron Thorns, which is always fun to do. We beat Charizard, we lost to Charizard. You know, that's just how it be. So it's solid 3 games for Greninja EX. I definitely like this build of it. I think I like it more than the Frostlass build, to be honest. I think it's just more consistent on dealing with more decks that don't necessarily rely on like a unholy amount of abilities. We have more setup potential. Like I think just overall, this is my favorite way to play Greninja so far. So deck list will be in the description down below. If you haven't joined my community Discord server, definitely get on that. What are you doing? It's literally the coolest Discord server ever, and it's just a bunch of people hanging, talking out about Pokemon. It's just a safe, fun community to talk about whatever y'all want, and for me and my friends to help you guys with decks, talk about different deck ideas. Yeah, just you know, the whole 9 yards with that. So that being said, stay epic. Peace.